The Ukrainian Marines officially confirmed the establishment of footholds on the left bank of Kherson. The armed forces of Ukraine eliminated and wounded at least 3,500 Russian invaders there in a month and burned hundreds of pieces of various equipment. In Tarasivka, far in the rear, they were very powerful attacks on the positions of the Russian occupiers. The armed forces of Ukraine destroyed a Ural of Iranian Grad shells. The Ukrainian army moved the Russians from 3 to 8 kilometers from the Dnipro River on the left bank of Kherson region. The enemy's mortars are no longer reaching the right bank. Also, the rear of the Russian occupiers is completely under the fire control of the armed forces of Ukraine. Several barracks with a large number of Russian troops have been destroyed. Several columns of equipment that were bringing reinforcements have been destroyed too. And today we will show you these videos. Support the brave people of Ukraine with likes and kind words in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Aerial reconnaissance fighters of the Flying School unit have published a video of their arrival at the location of Russian troops in Askania-Nova in the Kherson region. The partial destruction of an once agrofirm building in 53 kilometers away from the front line sparked angry discussions among the so-called Z community. Allegedly, the target was different, and two Storm Shadow missiles in Askania-Nova were clearly landed in the location of the occupiers by the Russian electronic warfare system. And yes, of course, there was no one in the building, especially clearly seen in the post-arrival footage of vehicles leaving the structure. Ukrainian Special Forces destroyed a Russian Ural truck with Iranian shells in the southern direction of Ukraine. In particular, a Ural truck with ammunition for Grad MLRS, at least 55 Iranian-made rockets according to intelligence data, was destroyed, and the Grad MLRS was damaged. But that's not all. On the left bank of the Dnipro River in Kherson region, another so-called invincible enemy Solntsepek rocket launcher, worth about $15 million, was demilitarized by the Ukrainian soldiers. By the way, it was hardly the first time that such equipment was destroyed by using an attack octocopter with night optics. In total, Russia has 70 such rocket launchers in service, and 14 of them have already been destroyed by Ukraine. New footage of the large-scale denazification of the Russian enemy's manpower near temporarily occupied Donetsk. The American HIMARS clearly worked on the Russian occupiers' location. The number of eliminated Russian meat as a result of the attack has been kept silent by the Russian command to this day. And this is destruction by HIMARS strike of the Russian Star-S self-propelled howitzer on the Avdiivka direction. The target, which the Russian occupiers had carefully camouflaged in a landing, was detected by operators of the Shadow aerial reconnaissance unit. The Ukrainian army continues to professionally use drones on the front. The Russian so-called army has not been able to find a way to stop these drone attacks and traps. Akatsiya self-propelled gun with firing range up to 20 kilometers and costs $1 million was hit. Tulpan self-propelled heavy mortar with firing range up to 20 kilometers was destroyed. Kamaz with cannon was also destroyed. Of the equipment hit and destroyed, the Russian invaders also lost Kherson S self-propelled gun, some tanks, BMP, BTR, MTLB, vehicle and communication tower. And this is footage of destroyed Russian electronic warfare station Borisogledsk 2, worth about $200 million by the Special Operations Aviation Unit of the 58th Brigade. Only for the last few months the armed forces of Ukraine managed to eliminate a lot of equipment and several enemy positions from the air. The Ukrainian defenders managed to carry out these missions with the help of the newest Punisher UAV. The latest modernization of this UAV is resistant to enemy electronic warfare systems, which makes it possible to defeat the Russian invaders deep rear. So demilitarization and destruction of the Russian occupiers is going well. This is all interesting news for today for you. Please don't stand aside, support Ukraine by your likes, by your comments, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.